Adriana Diaz is going to have to take some risks. But they're going to have to be well calculated. They're going to have to be well thought out, and they're going to have to be quite cleverly adapted to the game on the other side of the table, to where Wang Manyu is moving, and to sort of sense what she's expecting.
Oh, went for the kill and didn't quite make it, Diaz.
Well, we got to see the backhand punch. In the middle of this rally, Adriana Diaz, instead of a spinny backhand like that, there's a big wrapping forehand. Here's one soft spin. That's the punch where she leans in and just from up above. Tomokazu Hagimoto does the same sometimes. Not so common today.
The only time these two have met, as you saw in the head-to-head earlier, in the junior circuit. That was in 2013, when Wang Manyu beat Adriana Diaz in 4 games, 3-1.
3-8.
It's a 5-point lead here.
I
feel there's a number of shots where she's played the right shots, just hasn't worked out for her, for Adriana Diaz.
Well, you can feel that she's trying to add an extra maybe 10% or so power-wise. I mean, this is not a comfort shot. This is playing out of your comfort zone, but the rhythm is tough. It's tough to stay calm and still play out of your comfort zone. Clever idea. Touch game, get her to step around the corner, create an opening on the other side, but you're just going to have to deal with a powerful shot coming in first.
So she is trying to just maneuver her opponent around.
After the start of that point, it became a question of get out of position. I'm going to block you down.
11.
So,
I mean, it will be because it's Mima Ito.
Yeah.
But if anyone beats Wang Manyu, I mean, that's immediate superstardom.
Well, you've just given Diaz a very good reason.
She's already a superstar, but yeah, this would be a nice notch on the belt. That's the backhand punch.
Yep.
It's funny, a younger Chinese player, I saw her play in Czech Republic. I remember I felt bad because she was crying a lot, but I remember hearing her say in Chinese, like, I don't understand. Her backhand, I don't understand. And it was that shot.
One, two.
It's a very clever receive. Instead of the Chiquita, she comes in as if it would be a spinny shot, and she punches it to the length of the table.
Draw level here, Wang Manyu. Good serve.
Little fun fact, Adriana Diaz actually speaks a bit of Chinese. She's trained in China a few times. That backhand punch, the thing is, because there's so little spin on it, the trajectory is very flat. So she's going to have to stay closer to the table to make sure she catches the ball at its peak or just before. I mean, she can make it from behind the table, but it's just more time for the opponent to react and lower chances of going in the first place. That said, she's dead even here, and she's already tied her score from last game, Adriana Diaz.
So the question I have for you, Adrian.
You can call me. That's
Adriana,
a compliment. Yeah, call me Adriana. I'm okay with that. See? Como?
So, we'll come back to that in a second.
Sure.
Is Adam Adriana? Where does she get good sparring from if she's in Puerto Rico? I mean, she'll have to travel around for tournaments and stuff, but on an ordinary level for sparring.
Well, first of all, sparring is different than match play. But one, she's got Meli Diaz, her sister. Two, she's got Daniele Rios. Three, she's got the men's team from Puerto Rico as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if they bring in some outsiders from time to time. You can feel her creeping in. She's just waiting on that opportunity, moving back into the table. Moving back in. It's tough to get that much closer, though, without being in serious danger yourself, because quickly the ball could come at you and you won't be prepared because you don't have much time to react either.
7-3.
Looking to get the front foot a lot, isn't she?
She's trying to stay close, and she has to, but it's going to involve some real clever touch play on the receive or early in the rally. As soon as you find yourself behind the table, it's trouble to get back in. It's not easy. And in the spin game, you can see how comfortable Wang Manyu is to open and control.
5 points. She's ahead now, Wang Manyu, after a decent start from Diaz.
Good coverage here. Now, Adriana does have good wingspan. Again, the faster feet on the side of Wang Manyu.
I guess the reason why I'm asking about the exposure, I mean, she's won everything there is to win in the Pan American Championships and the Games and the Pan American Cup and the Central American and Caribbean Games. But she obviously has to have that exposure to play more. I mean, the fact that she's made it into the top 10 or 11 in the world, it's all the more impressive, isn't it?
No, it definitely is. That's part of the reasons that she is such a superstar. She did play in the Chinese Super League. They recently had an international team join to play there. That's pretty incredible. She's playing regularly on the World Tour, and her whole family, I mean, is really sharp. Her dad is constantly looking for opportunities. She played the Indian League.
Just clipping the net there along the way. Again, a lot of game points for Wang Manyu.
Right now she's playing stable, safe, not going for anything too big, but just avoiding Adriana's big backhands, keeping her away from the table. Very steady sort of gloves up play out here.
Oh,
10-5.
Nice touch on the receive from Diaz.
Taking him to 1-1.
Table 2, she's going to have to be surprising and try something tricky. Shorter rallies, I think this is right. Yeah, punchy could work. The first rally, she changed it up very subtly with the wrist. As soon as Wang Manyu started to settle in the backhand corner, Adriana Diaz goes down the line.
1-2.
Now, in terms of adjusting to the rhythm in the arc on the ball, a lot of people will say when you try to block for the Chinese players, there's just a different weight behind their loops. The arc is different. They use different equipment and different techniques. And therefore, it's not the same.
Tried the punch again, didn't she?
And the punch worked, but it's the forehands. The arc, it seems like the timing. She's just not connecting on the forehand. A lot of balls giving Adriana trouble on the forehand counter loop rally. It's a bit surprising. I mean, and you can tell by her frustration, it seems like it should be a fairly standard shot for her.
And you're saying that because she's pulling off great shots like the punch almost effortlessly, but the straight forehand is the one that's letting her down?
Right. It's like the fruits of her labor, but she's not able to collect the fruit. She's put in the labor, she's making the tough shots, and then when she finally gets the one to put away, it's not so easy. Not as it seems. Good long serve here, though. Wang Manyu, a bit of surprise, and Diaz is going to stay at the table through this towel break, get her plan fixed here. Interestingly enough, one of the 2 points that she's won so far was basically by fishing, by just bringing it back, like low lobs, essentially.
Explain.
Sort of stringing some words together over the music.
2-6-2.
A bit like me earlier on with the French pair.
We've got more in common than we realized. So out of the timeout, first point goes to Wang Manyu, and the serve's back on her side now.
7-2.
Yeah, she's in trouble here, isn't she? 5 points now that lead. It's now or never for Diaz.
Three, 7.
You can see how uncomfortable it is for Diaz. I mean, she's comfortable behind the table in general, but against Wang Manyu, she's just been so steady at finishing the points there.
3-8.
And in the short game as well, I mean, Wang Manyu has such a complete game. She just seems prepared for almost everything right now.
9-3.
Yeah, you can see the body language. Not happy, Adriana Diaz.
So with the second towel break, I was trying to remember if it was Wang Yidi. I want to look up who Adriana Diaz played at the World Championships. But I was very impressed. I mean, she was right in there. It was a very different scoreline.
10-3.
Match points. One saved
4-10.
for Diaz. 6 more to go.
Five, 10.
It was Sun Ying Xia. She was tight with Sun Ying Xia at the World Championships.
11-5.
So that's all over then. Wang Manyu has won in straight games and very comfortably in the end against Adriana